All right, welcome back, my fellow gamers. I just want to go over my deck tech real quick because a lot of people ask me about why did I play the things I played and what happened. So a lot of people did not like the 62 cards I was playing. It was like, what? You playing 62 cards? Yes. So I did last minute. I couldn't decide whether or not to play Gaston or not play Gaston. So I was like, I just gonna play an extra two cards. So I was like, we see so many cards in the deck, as in drawing cards and everything else. So why not just play extra two cards? It shouldn't hurt that much. It might hurt your mulligans a little bit. That's what I was scared of. Cause like if you mulligan looking for a two drop like Tipo or one jump, and you just draw into like the Gastons, you'd be like, oh, if I wasn't playing Gaston at 62, that could have been a Tipo or a one jump, so I can one jump and do what the deck's supposed to do. But in that case, it never happened. I always was able to mulligan and get my one jump in Tipo or try to find Hiram. So the deck was pretty good actually. So let's start off with the ice blocks. I played two ice blocks because when my testing came, I really didn't play locals because I didn't have time. I'm working. I got a kid and stuff, so I didn't play locals as much. But I went to Tampa to play in the TCGCon, and I did pretty good. I made top eight in both of them, Saturday and Sunday. So, um, Saturday I played Brandon Candio versus Amber Steel with my blue red deck, and by my surprise, I lost to him 0-2. And it's really hard for me to lose 0-2 to anybody. So it was like I was like, wow, I can't believe I lost my best matchup 0-2. And then I still made top eight, and I played him again in top eight. And for some reason, I lost again to him 0-2. And I'm like, there's no way. He's just drawing so good. Like, it's like, it was like turn one, Cinderella, turn two, Piglet, into like turn three, Ariel, Quest for two. I got to brawl the Ariel. And then it'll be like, Naveen, Whole New World. And then I'll be like, what? Okay, pitch my hand. And then he'll be like, put three more bodies out, play Pete, Whole New World again. And I'm like, draw to be prepared, but I can't do it because it got Pete out. I'm like, well then. But it didn't discourage me from playing the deck because I knew that in a regular game, no one's gonna ever like draw that crazy. Because like I never got 2-0 by Amber Steel deck because Amber Steel is our best matchup. So I was like, well, I'm still breaking the deck. I just want to practice a little bit more. So Sunday I played. I got into the finals with Kendall playing red purple, and red purple was our worst matchup. And yes, I got destroyed. 2 me playing red purple, and I was like, from that day, I was like, you know what? I gotta play Gascon because you go turn one, Trimber's follower to Flynn Rider, and then I go Tipo pass turn, and then you go, okay, I gain three lore, quest, and then I'd be like, turn three brawl, but then he played like Sisu, so I brawl it, and then the Sisu's there, and then now he already got a lore from the Flynn Rider, and I got the Sisu, and then Sisu can quest for two, and then you gotta try to kill Sisu, and then they play castle, and he just snowball out of control, and then just finish you off with the goat bounce, and then you just be like, well then. So I added Gaston to my deck to try to counter that, but the funny thing is, when I played at the main event, I never played red purple at all. So Gaston was a dead card in my deck the whole tournament. But that's the things you risk because if I did go into like top 64 and I played against a lot of red purple for some reason, then I'd be like, I'm glad that I played against Gaston. Because on the play, we don't care about red purple. We can win that matchup. But on the draw, it's really hard to counter Flynn Rider. Because on the play, if you go Tipo and then you go Grandma Tala Flynn Rider will not trigger. And then if they go Sisu to try to trigger it, you can follow up with a Maui, or you could just brawl a Flynn Rider, and then they still got a Sisu, but you got Tipo and Grandma Tala, so they quest. You can do some trading or something to control the board, or they do quest. You just play Maui and then put them in check until you can just snowball the game with Hiram drawing cards and Medusa clearing any creature they play with Ice Block is pretty good. But so in day one of the main event, I played Green Steel round one. It was pretty good. I 2-0 the matchup, but my opponent told me that he switched to Green Steel because he played Blue Red and he didn't like it, so he last minute changed to Green Steel because he saw that Zen Saeed was playing it. But and some people don't know how to mulligan in the matchup, so I was like, they go Diablo Brawl, and I was able to take over the game with Hiram. But other than that, my day went pretty good. I went 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and then we get a lunch break on the third round, and it was nice to come back after the third round as 3-0. And then I played against Yellow Green, which surprisingly discard decks are really good versus Blue Red. Okay, so game one they discarded my whole hand. I thought I was in a bad spot, I was gonna lose. I ended up playing Hiram on turn 4, Hiram on turn 5 with no cards in my hand. And then luckily I drew a Popsicle. And I was able to play Popsicle, draw another Popsicle, quest for 2, play the other Popsicle, quest for another 2, draw 4, or have 5 cards in my hand, then ink a card, and then snowball out of control, and we were to come back and win that game. And then game 2, he discarded my hand with the Diablo, and then sometimes you just can't win that matchup. So I won one there, and then I played against another blue red. I 2-0 blue red, and then I had to go against another blue red, and then we won one. And then I played against Amber Steel for the 5-0 match, and I 2-0 Amber Steel. So Amber Steel is a really good matchup for us, and I never like actually lost it like that. So I 2-0 Amber Steel, and I was able to just draw into the top 64. And then in the top 64, we played against 3 back-to-back blue reds. And you know what card wasn't good? Gaston wasn't good in all of those matchups. And then I was like, why am I playing Gaston at this moment? But it's like, it's a high risk, high reward. If I play against red purple, then I'll be like, why didn't I play Gaston? So there's a couple of things to do. But other than that, I 2-0'd every blue red matchup I play against. So even with the Gastons in my deck. So it was a good run overall. And let's just say doing the deck tech, 2 ice blocks was really good for this tournament because I didn't ever want to hit the inkables, the uninkables. And I don't play baby Sisu, so the baby Sisu was cut from the deck for the 4 brawls, which with brawl was really good for this weekend. Even though they play Pete and all that stuff, brawl was really good because it's more consistent than playing baby Sisu and trying to figure out if I got the ice block to actually kill a Diablo. I was able to like brawl Diablo, take care of it, not having to have the 2-piece combo. Hideaway was better than Cusco. Everybody thinking about it? Cusco's good, but if you play against red purple and you go Cusco on like turn 5, put the castle away, and they go like, okay, they're able to go to turn 5, Medusa you back to kill your what's name, and if they got any characters on the board, they still questing with the characters as they Medusa your guy, and then you gotta have like B prep to stop them from the questing. If you don't got B prep going into your turn 7, then you just playing Maui to kill one of their guys to stop them from questing, and they're able to play like goat, bounce goat, and they just tempo you out of the game. So Hideaway was better in some moments. Like my opponent had 2 Medusas out, And then he had like one card in hand, or two cards. He played Castle, put both Medusas in there, and then I had Tomato in my hand, and I was like, so I have a Talisphere on board, Tomato, and then I had like two cards, like I had like Medusa and a Maui. So I was like, okay, I can Maui kill the castle, but then he just had like two Medusas that he can just quest with, and then it's not like much like I'm gonna kill the Medusas with Maui too, but he's gonna be able to quest for two, then maybe play a goat, and I gotta hurry in the game. So I was like, play Tomator, get back Popsicle, play Popsicle, draw a card. The card that I drew was Hideaway, and then I still had two ink left over after I did that. So then I was going to Vitality Spirit the Crab to kill the castle, but then I was like, wait, why not just Hideaway it? Because I just drew Hideaway. So I played two ink Hideaway it, pass turn to him, and then he didn't have the answer for the crab. So I was able to like quest for crab, play dime, gain a bunch of lore, and end the game in two turns after that. Even if they'd be prepared, kill Tomato, I was able to, you know, play a Sisu, gain another three lore, stuff like that. Because if I would have played the Maui that turn, I'm not gaining no tempo at all. I'm killing the castle, but no tempo. So Hideaway came in clutch. If it was Cusco, I would have had to play Cusco on my turn, and then I would just quest for two lore or something. So it was really good. Three fishbone quill because I never use fishbone quill throughout all my matches. There's only one time I play against Amber Steel that I use fishbone quill because I know they're gonna whole new world me. So that's like the only time I ever use it. But now that Blue Steel is going out of format, I rarely use fishbone quill. I'm just putting stuff to the board and questing most of the games until I work my way up to the dime. But like Four Maleficent Dragons was the best card of the weekend because all the mirrors I play against, like them playing Tamatoa, to me, Tamatoa like playing Maleficent Dragon to kill their Tamatoa, it was really good. Some was playing two, some was playing three, and then when you ink Maleficent early, that's like a less chance you're gonna have it later. So when they ink theirs early and I go Tamatoa, they be like, oh well, play my own Toa, and then I'll be like, okay, that's game. So I played three visions only because I was trying not to make my deck 64 cards or 65 cards. I try to keep the consistency the same. So I had to cut a visions to entertain like Gaston just in case of red purple. Cause most matchups, like if I have this in my open hand, I'm inking it because I'm not gonna dig for nothing until later in the game. So that's why I went down to three because I would like to not see it early and see it later. And if I see one early, most likely gonna ink it and then play Hiram and stuff like that. And then later on, when I got like 10 ink, I can go find Crab or Sisu or something like that or Dime to end the game. But most of the stuff was good. We did it. We end up getting top 8. We got this golden Mickey card right here. And it was really, really good tournament. I had to play against Said, and I always wanted to play against him. And that made my day. Even if I lost to him, playing against him, have fun, playing against good competitive players was the topping on the cake. And I do think about going to Seattle. I know exactly what I would play for Seattle because the green steel decks are going to. I think it's going to be like a full force of them, especially now that it won. Everybody's going to play green steel, but I still think blue red is the best deck in the format. Um, it was really good to see green purple do good too. Green purple did good. There was a lot of aggro decks. So it was scary. If I play against an aggro deck, I wasn't prepared for like aggro, but I'll just play like Gaston, and the Gaston will actually kill some of the aggro decks. To be honest, I was like turn two Gaston is like they go Merfolk or Bunzai or something, and then the Gaston just like check everything. Vitalis Spear was like the second best card in the format right now. Well, not the best card in the format, but in my list, like it did so much work. It carried me through a lot of games. Like versus Amber Steel, there was like Daisy Duck, and then I had like Tipo, and I had like Gaston, Vitalis Spirit killed Daisy, um, and then they didn't have a kill spell for it, and then he was able to like kill another Daisy. It was crazy weekend. It was fun. I ended up getting the Cinderella playmat because I won the 11 o'clock Friday event. So Cinderella, Rapunzel was good for me top 16. I got my invite. It was just a good tournament overall. So I'm going to Disneyland. I got to figure out who I'm be testing with for that weekend. But that's all way in January, so we ain't got to worry about it right now. But thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.